On the line from USA, I have the girls from Cimorelli by popular demand. Hello, girls. How are you?
Hey, we're great. Thank you.
Now, you've just put out your new EP, Renegade, which is available online now, which is a good name for a good team from Melbourne, by the way, the Renegade. So, first of all, can you tell us a bit about the new EP, Renegade?
Yeah, this is Lisa. It's 4 brand new songs. They're all originals, no covers on this EP. It's got like a range of emotions. We have some fun stuff, some angry stuff, some more deep stuff. And there's a music video for every song online, which is really cool. So you can check out the music videos for that too. And we are just very excited about it. It's been going really well, and we're getting a lot of like amazing feedback on it. And we wrote almost all of this EP, so it's like really cool to see such a strong reaction to like stuff that we created. Yeah.
So can you tell us a bit about the writing process?
Well, this is Katherine. It's very collaborative. Like, Christina's kind of like the ringleader and everything, and we all contribute with lyrics and some melodies, and Christina also does a lot of the melodies and lyrics, and we just kind of come together with our different stories, and Christina helps like weave them all together. So it's very collaborative. We all have individual ideas, but then we come together sometimes and write together. So it just depends on the song, but we all write, and we all love writing, and it's a really beautiful thing to write together as sisters.
Now, the song that we're playing at the moment on Dani Cimorelli is I Got You. So can you tell us a bit about that track?
I Got You is a song that we co-wrote. It's really fun. It's kind of, it also has like a deeper meaning though, like people really upbeat, but they support you, and that's like the most important thing in life. So we're really happy to do a song that like puts that message out there because we really believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And the other song that a lot of the Australian fans are asking us to play on Stars of Tomorrow, which we do play, is Renegade. So what's that song all about?
Yay!
Oh,
Renegade. That was Christina wrote most of that one. It was but I think we were all feeling that way. It's basically, how do I describe this? It's basically when we were in the music industry we'd only been really in the music industry for about a year at that point. We were very fresh up until that point, and then we started to realize that people will tell you things and then they won't follow through, or they'll say, oh yeah, that's great, and they put you on the back burner or whatever, and then they tell you need to dress a certain way and act a certain way, and they're just like, people just were really spewing their opinions at us like they were the truth, and they weren't just opinions. We were getting really frustrated because it just wasn't going how we wanted to, and there was a lot of pent-up anger, and then we went in the studio one day, and Christina just like let it out and wrote that song. So it's basically about, but it really applies to anyone who's in a situation in their life where they feel like someone's trying to change them, or anyone's telling them that who they are or what they're doing, whatever, is not good enough. Renegade is for anyone who feels fed up with that.
Now, in the past, Adi Mason, you've been doing some touring. Now, one of the places you went to, I'm a bit jealous that you went there, but you did go and listen to some real loud music, so to speak. You went to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400 last year. So what was it like attending your first NASCAR race?
Oh, that was so much fun. It was just like, I feel like it's a very like American experience just to be around all those people who are so excited and so like amped up on that. Like, I don't know, it just felt very traditional American. So that was a cool experience for us. It was our first time doing that.
And I've never been around race cars. Well, I think I have one time, but I forgot how loud they are.
Oh yeah, so loud.
They drive by and it sounds like a rocket taking off or something. It's so loud. I wish I brought earplugs.
Now, if you really want to experience NASCAR, this is the one track, or one of the two tracks you have to go to in North. It's Daytona and Talladega, where they race in that big pack. When you hear that roar, it is a roar you will never forget. And I believe you also went over to London.
Yes, we did go to London. It was so cool. That was, I think that was our first time ever out of the country. And that's like a very, it wasn't just like going to Canada, which is like kind of similar to America. It was like very different for us. It was really cool to go around and see all the little taxis and everyone's driving on the other side of the road. And we tried fish and chips and all that stuff. It was really fun.
So with the performance in London, what was it like performing for the first time in a country outside of North America?
Oh my gosh, this is Katherine. It was so crazy. I mean, I think the fans there were just like so excited and just like, I don't know, it was just like a really exciting experience because we've never been out of the country before that. So I feel like a lot of our fans have been waiting for us to come there for years, and then when they finally, we got to meet them in person, it was just like, a lot of people were crying, and it was just like crazy, the overwhelming response that we got, and just like for them to see that we do exist and not only in their computers.
Yeah, it was so weird to go to the other side of the world. You don't even think about that other places exist in your everyday life. You kind of just live in your own bubble, and then you go to the other side of the world and people know who you are, and there's all these other people you've never met and they all know who you are. It's the weirdest, coolest thing. Yeah. It was very trippy.
And next year, 2015, do you have any plans for any more music in 2015 or any more tours or that?
Yes,
oh, yeah.
Both of those things.
Yeah.
Lots of traveling, lots of music.
Yeah, yes. Next year we would love to just be touring the entire year and hopefully releasing our album and everything, all the big goals that we've had. We're hoping 2015 will be the year for that.
And now let's get to some fan questions. Now what we're going to do is we've got the fans online, so we're going to let the fans ask the questions. So let's go to the first fan. Our first listener we have is Miffy. Hello Miffy, how are you?
Thank you.
Now Miffy, what's your first question for Cimorelli?
Will you come to Australia soon?
Hey Miffy! We would love to come to Australia, and I know we'll be there one day. So yes, we will be in Australia one day.
As soon as the right opportunity arises, we will be on a plane over there.
So we'll see you there. We can't wait.
And Miffy, what's your second question for Cimorelli?
Will there be a Christmas EP?
Yes, it's coming out next week on, what's it, 24th? Yep. On the 24th, it's coming out.
Our next listener is Aaliyah from South Australia. Hello Aaliyah, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
Now what's your first question for the girls?
What have been the hardest challenges that you've had to overcome during your music career?
Hey Aaliyah! I would say, first of all, just finding out who we are and staying true to that amidst so many people telling us, you need to pick one lead singer, or you need to change the way you dress, or you need to just sing other people's songs. There's so many different little mini challenges just within that, trying to stay true to yourself, trying to figure out who you are. I think that's been one of our biggest things we've tried to overcome.
Leah, what's your next question for the girls?
Describe 2014 in 3 words.
Ooh, 2014.
I would say fun, crazy, and
also
I'd say
amazing.
Surreal.
It was
surreal.
It was very busy, and there was a lot of growth. We grew a lot, as a band, and as artists, and as people. There was a lot of trying times where, just in terms of staying focused for long hours, working harder than we've ever worked. So it was just, I think one of the number one words would be growth, because we grew a lot as people.
Mm-hmm. And your third and final question for the girls?
What do you think of when you hear the word Australia?
Ooh, Australia! I think of sunny beaches and people who are happy and surfing and people with kangaroos.
Awesome accents.
This
is Dani. I think of my favorite band, 5 Seconds of Summer. Oh yeah, I think of the Veronicas. I think of 5 Seconds of Summer. They're so good.
Oh yeah. Good music, good vibes.
Oh yeah, we went and saw 2 Australian acts on Saturday night. Veronicas and 5 Seconds of Summer. And they were both amazing. Both amazing, both Australian.
Yeah.
There's something in the Australian.
We love Australian accents too.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
Via Skype from Los Angeles, we have Jessica. Hello Jessica, how are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. And Jessica, what's your question for Cimorelli?
Who are your fashion inspirations?
This is Dani. I don't really know if I have people that are my specific fashion inspirations yet, but I just like to go on Tumblr and search grunge style or anything like that, or this app/website Lookbook, and I just search a bunch of different stuff and just look at a bunch of different outfits and try and think oh, how can I I mix that with this thing that I have, or like how can I get that with what clothes I already have and all that stuff. So this is Lisa, and I just look in my closet at like anything I bought recently that like I'm really excited about or like inspires me, and then I just build my outfits around that.
Yeah, this is Katherine. I just like to go on Pinterest and just look up different pieces that I'm interested in. Like, for instance, a flannel shirt or like a cable knit sweater, and then I'll just see how people have styled it and get ideas, and then that'll help me style it.
And you said you're putting an album out in 2015, so what can we expect from the album in 2015?
Well, we haven't like officially put it together yet, but I think we have almost.
We have a lot of the songs.
We have almost all the songs that we would want on it, so it's a lot more personal songs that we put out. It's a lot more emotional songs. Yeah, some of them go like really deep into like life matters, and then we have more fun stuff. It's basically just like whatever we've been going through, and it's very like girly and like
very girl oriented.
It's like the story of our lives, but some guys like it too, so that's cool.
Yeah, just picture like being like in our room with us, or like in our house with us, and like we're just playing guitar for you and like telling you a story of like something that happened to us that touched our lives. Like that's what our album would be like, just a lot of personal, real stories and things that have affected us deeply.
That's Cimorelli joining us on the line from California in USA. Thank you for joining us, the girls, on Stars of Tomorrow.
Thank you so much for having us.
That's Cimorelli, and I got you on Stars of Tomorrow on your local community radio station. It's great to catch up with the girls as well. And also like to thank Miffy, Leah and Jessica for joining us on the phone and also on Skype to ask the girls questions as well.